take a deep breath in, spread through your fingers, and take your arms all the way up to the top. I want you to grow all the way to the top. Relax your shoulders, but reach through your fingers. So really reach through the fingers and look up towards the sky, right? And as you exhale, just soften your arms and take your arms all the way down. So tuck your chin to your chest and start to roll forward. Relax your arms as you roll all the way down towards the ground. Hi, my name is Christy Giddens and I am a personal trainer. I like to specialize in yoga. I also specialize in Pilates. I am also a dancer, so I like to do some Zumba, and when I'm teaching classes, I like to mix up sometimes all of my genres together to make my sessions entertaining. Fitness in Barbados over the years has changed quite a bit. There's been that period where everybody would tend to go to a gym and decide that they want a specific workout, but nowadays people are kind of turning to doing their own workout, and people are learning a lot more about their bodies and the ways that they can implement different ways to do their own workout. So a lot of people are using the beach, a lot of people are using parks. So in addition to having structured exercise, which is excellent, there's also the unstructured walks that people are taking, and I think that's important because it helps people to take that responsibility for making sure that they make it a part of their everyday lifestyle, which is what exercise really is about. Because I mean, yeah, we can do it, we can go to the gym for that hour, but after that hour is finished, it's the other 23 hours of the day which really help to continue with your healthy habits. So you have to continue with those healthy habits continuously right through the day. Currently, I'm into doing a lot more personal training. Frankly, I used to do a lot of classes, and I did the whole brick and mortar style of business. But after COVID, that kind of fizzled. So it's given me an opportunity to get back into my personal training, which I really enjoy a lot more because it allows me to really personalize my programs towards the person's particular needs and their whims and their fancies. Right now, a lot of people have injuries, maybe knee, shoulder joints, and in a regular class, it's very hard for them to be able to adapt to what everybody in the class is doing. So it's easier for them to have somebody who can deal specifically with the issues that they are facing, which leads me to where I really want to go in my future. I want to work alongside physiotherapists, where we would be working more along the idea of therapy and working towards recovery. Being a yoga instructor and a Pilates instructor, a lot of the things that I'm doing right now concentrates heavily on alignment, and also I do quite a few things along the lines of rehab because of the training that I have from yoga and from Pilates. I will be doing a course in yoga therapy, and I hope to branch off to work more in the line of physio and help people working to overcome injuries. Because I am into business and I have to focus on all aspects of the business, my typical day it doesn't only include the exercise aspect, but the paperwork and the administrative side of it. So I would have to get up. Well, I would try to plan my day from the night before, so that when I jump into my day, I jump in with the correct start of the day. I would wake up and try to meditate for 15 to 20 minutes so that I can set my head in the right place, so that I can amply move forward with my day, having cleared my mind and planning what I have my day ahead. I would know what my appointments are. I would usually have to drive a couple of different places, and so I have to factor in, the driving time and such like and so forth. By the time I get home in the evening, I am usually pretty tired, but then I know if I don't get my paperwork done, it means that I do not get paid, the bills do not get paid. So I have to make sure that I come home and get active before I wind down and go to sleep. And of course, somewhere in between there, I make sure that I eat healthy meals. When I'm teaching yoga, I often get the question or the dilemma from people who say that they think they're not flexible enough to do yoga. So I always say to people, yoga is not your ability to touch your toes, but it is what you learn about your body as you journey down towards your toes. So I want to encourage people who have never done yoga before, people who have no idea what it's about, who want to learn something about the discipline, to not be afraid of stepping out there and just starting very simple. Go to a yoga class that is basic and get a feel for what the energy of yoga is all about. Yoga is less of an exercise and more of a discipline. And it is also about connecting the mind, body, and soul, because yoga actually means union. So it's a whole in-depth practice, which just doesn't only entail moving your body, but also making that connection between your mind and your body. And that is what I would suggest for anybody wanting to get into starting a yoga program. Take one last deep breath in. Take those arms up. Relax your shoulders, reach for the sky. Touch your hands softly, and as you exhale, bring them down to your heart center. Relax the shoulders, push your hands into one another. Feel the energy in your palms as you relax your shoulders. And just take a gentle bow. Namaste.
Hi, I'm Caroline Gittins, a quarantine officer with the Veterinary Services Department of the Ministry of Agriculture. There's a disease called African swine fever that is affecting domestic and wild pigs worldwide. Even though it is not harmful to humans, it has the potential to wipe out every pig in Barbados. If you or your family members are traveling to Barbados, apply for a meat permit from the Veterinary Services Department. This permit tells you if it is safe to bring pork products from the country that you intend to travel to. Purchase products only in their original packaging that are clearly labeled with the inspection stamp. That means no bacon or sausages from the deli in the supermarket or from a butcher's shop. Do not cook it, since the disease can survive high temperatures. When you reach Barbados, we ask that you declare all your meat products to the customs officer. We need your help in keeping Barbados safe from African swine fever.
Hi, my name is Dr. Ronette Boyne, and we in the Ministry of Agriculture are very concerned about the African swine fever. So what is ASF and how is it spread? ASF is a viral disease that can severely impact our local pig industry on an economic level. ASF can be spread in two main ways: directly, that is contact between healthy, sick and dead animals, or even tissue which comes from an infected animal, or indirectly, like garbage containing infected meat, or even eating swill. They can also get it from contaminated premises, vehicles, equipment, tools, or anything that came into contact with an infected animal. Clinical signs of this disease include reddening of the skin on the tips of the ears, snout, tail, extremities, chest, and abdomen, heavy discharge from the eyes or nose, loss of appetite and weakness, vomiting, high temperature, diarrhea, respiratory distress, or an increase in mortality. If you suspect ASF on your farm, notify the veterinary services as soon as possible by calling 535-0220 or 0221 or 0226. These simple measures are your best protection. Protect your investment. Help us keep African swine fever out of Barbados.
My name is Anita Husbands and I work at Certified Wellness Center, and I am a wellness professional. I am a personal trainer and I teach group exercise. Right now I focus on seniors fitness, active seniors fitness, but I teach everything from spin to aerobics to step when we had step. Of course we don't have those now. Our classes are much smaller in this pandemic time. A number of classes, and during the pandemic, when we opened back, people started to come back because you know that in order to not to become too ill because of the pandemic, you needed to exercise to keep your lungs open, and this is what was happening here. Our members, as you can see, came back in their numbers. Of course, we kept the distances, we did what we were supposed to do, so we're good where that is concerned. I've been in this industry for well over 30 years. I worked at Surfside Wellness Center through two owners. And in the beginning, there wasn't any active seniors. We used to do aerobics, and everybody was into aerobics then. You'd have aerobics every day of the week. But since then, we have less aerobics and more strength classes like rep rebulk or a bar class or a ball class. So this is how we came up with active seniors. But in my life as an instructor, I think I've taught just about everything. And that's the truth. So on a typical day, I'm at work at 5. Every morning, Monday to Friday. On Saturday, you get to work at 6. As I do personal training, and then I teach a class. So the active seniors, they have two classes. They have a super circuit on Monday where they actually do weight training. So they'll do leg extension, leg push, the same circuit that you would do for the normal set of people. They do it and they choose their weight and they're lighter. And then on Tuesday, we do an aerobics class because there are two active seniors aerobics classes. And they're still doing the old time way where you add the steps together. If you've been out there, you understand what I mean by adding the steps. You layer the steps, and they're excellent at it, of course. And most of the people in our class are, I want to say, over 70. Nearly all of them are over 70 that are in the active seniors class. So what do we call an active senior? An active senior is a person who may be over 65, who has kept themselves active. In other words, they've come to the gym, they're doing weight training, they're doing some cardio classes. We also have stretch classes that they can join, because they can typically join any class, but we have specific classes to keep them active. Of course, you know that we have people who are 70 who look like 40. That would be an active senior. They're able to get on the floor and stand up. As you know, we have one of our members in our class, which you'll probably see in this clip, is actually 92 years old, and she doesn't even look like that. She looks like 10 times better than me. She's really good. So that's what typically an active senior is, keeping active during the later part of their life, so that they can have they can be able to move in the latter years of their life. So yes, there might be some challenges. We might have someone who isn't able to go on the floor, and we would make them do the exercise on the chair. So you would modify it on a chair. They can still be in the same class, and they can modify the exercises on a chair. And then we might have someone with their exercise that when they go down on the floor, they can't lie on the back because of their knees. Because you know, a lot of us, that will happen to everyone eventually. You have your bad knees, so they can't kneel. So we'd have to give them another exercise in order for them to be in the class and exercise alongside everyone else. That's the challenges in the gym. We don't really have, from our group of people, there are no more challenges. They're all good. In the COVID pandemic, what happened was that some of the gyms closed, or nearly all of them closed, which stopped our seniors from being able to exercise. That pushed them back a little bit, because if you're not exercising as a general person, you fall back. So if you're a senior and you need that exercise, you weren't able to get it. And unfortunately, we lost a few people to COVID or to other reasons, maybe because they couldn't exercise. That was the challenge in the pandemic. So if you're a senior and you can't get into the gym, as for whatever reason, there might be reasons that you can't get into the gym, you can just walk. If you can just walk down your gap and back up every morning, or if you live near to the ocean, there are like lots of aquasize classes that you can attend.
My name is Mary Hill. I'm 92. When I left school, I joined a Keep Fit class in England. Used to do country dancing and all that sort of thing. Been doing exercise most of my life. Yeah. Sometimes it's a job to get going, but other than that, fine. Once you get started, it's fine. Yeah, feel much better after it. Better than sitting at home doing nothing. I exercise twice a week. I would advise other seniors to join the club. It's all very friendly, very nice. Keep exercising, keep moving.
Hi, I'm Caroline Gittins, a quarantine officer with the Veterinary Services Department of the Ministry of Agriculture. There's a disease called African swine fever that is affecting domestic and wild pigs worldwide. Even though it is not harmful to humans, it has the potential to wipe out every pig in Barbados. If you or your family members are traveling to Barbados, apply for a meat permit from the Veterinary Services Department. This permit tells you if it is safe to bring pork products from the country that you intend to travel to. Purchase products only in their original packaging that are clearly labeled with the inspection stamp. That means no bacon or sausages from the deli in the supermarket or from a butcher's shop. Do not cook it since the disease can survive high temperatures. When you reach Barbados, we ask that you declare all your meat products to the custom officer. We need your help in keeping Barbados safe from African swine fever.
Hi, my name is Dr. Ronette Boyne, and we in the Ministry of Agriculture are very concerned about the African swine fever. So what is ASF and how is it spread? ASF is a viral disease that can severely impact our local pig industry on an economic level. ASF can be spread in two main ways. Directly, that is contact between healthy, sick and dead animals, or even tissue which comes from an infected animal. Or indirectly, like garbage containing infected meat, or even eating swill. They can also get it from contaminated premises, vehicles, equipment, tools, or anything that came into contact with an infected animal. Clinical signs of this disease include reddening of the skin on the tips of the ears, snout, tail, extremities, chest, and abdomen, heavy discharge from the eyes or nose, loss of appetite and weakness, vomiting, high temperature, diarrhea, respiratory distress, or an increase in mortality. If you suspect ASF on your farm, notify the veterinary services as soon as possible by calling 535-0220 or 0221 or 0226. These simple measures are your best protection. Protect your investment. Help us keep African swine fever out of Barbados.
My name is Ulrika Brockner. I've been exercising here for the last 10 years. Initially, it was rough, but as time goes on, you get accustomed and you do the best you can. And the instructors are encouraging. The other members of the group are encouraging. We find time to laugh and at each other without no offense, which is good. Well, my diabetes is much more controlled, and I've lost some weight, and I find that I'm more flexible. I'm a diabetic. So while I was working, I used to find difficulty in coming to exercise, and I'm not good at doing it myself. So I need the camaraderie and the environment in which to do it in. So I am now retired, so I use the opportunity to do that. I would advise seniors like myself to come and join and exercise and have fun.
Considerations for persons over 40. So you are approaching your golden years, or maybe you are already there. how should you be considering engaging in physical activity and continuing or even starting your fitness journey? Well, certainly as we age, our hormone levels, I should say, start to fall. And because of this, the results as it relates to our physiology become significantly different. We start to have to consider things like sarcopenia, which is essentially the wasting of muscle with age. So you start to lose your muscle mass. And then we have to make considerations for things like our posture, our ability to make sudden movements, and what impact this may have on our joints. We may become more susceptible to sudden falls and a plethora of other issues. So how can we mitigate these problems? How can we make sure that we put ourselves in a position where we can optimize our posture, maintain some level of muscle mass, improve our balance and stability, and continue to be able to move as the human body was designed? We certainly then will want to consider a strength training program. Absolutely, this would be the top of the list. Naturally, we would also want to engage in cardiovascular activity to maintain good cardiovascular health, but strength training certainly should be your focus. It can be work done in a gym with weights, it can be work done with your body weights, resistance bands can be used, anything that offers you a stimulus for muscle development. This will go a long way to improving your quality of life in your golden years. As it relates to nutrition, sometimes as we age, we lose our appetite, we lose our desire to consume certain foods. Our taste buds seem to be set up differently. We lose some taste buds as we age, and this can mean that our diet loses its potential for balance. And this is where it becomes increasingly important to consider micronutrient supplementation as it relates to things like a multivitamin, multimineral, things like your omega-3s and other such micronutrients. So I hope you guys understand the importance of starting or engaging in a fitness journey as you age, and I wish you all the wellness in the world.